take the time to think about it, because not enough people do. Usually it is the last thing a lot of people think about because they're worrying about all their camera settings, their composition, as I mentioned before, the lighting. When it comes to making your videos, there are many different things that you need to think about, such as what camera you are using, what lens you are using, the lighting that you're going to be using, the composition, white balance, shutter speeds, ISOs, apertures, all of that. There's so much that goes into making videos. However, there is one thing that is potentially even more important than all of those put together, and probably one of the first things that you should think about when it comes to making your videos, and that is sound. Now that might potentially sound a little bit daft, but we're going to look at why in this video. Let's get into it. Very quickly, if you're new here to this channel, my name is Scott Edwards. I make all sorts of photography, video and tech related videos. So if they are the sorts of things you are interested in, consider clicking that little subscribe button just down below there and come and be a part of this community. Now I hear you asking, why is sound quality so important to videos? Surely if your video looks good, that is more important than anything. And to a certain degree, video quality does make a big difference, but sound quality is even more important. And there is one reason for that, and that is simply because people are more likely to switch off a video because of bad audio than they are for bad video quality. So if your videos sound good, you are already onto a winner. Now that might seem a little bit crazy, but if you think about it, it really does make sense. Now think of a magician and how they can easily trick your eye into believing something has vanished into the middle of nowhere, and think of incredible camera trickery as well to make things look absolutely amazing. Now your ears, for example, are not so easily tricked as your eyes are. They hear bad sound straight away. Think of a singer that is singing completely out of tune. You want to get as far away from it as quickly as you possibly can because it doesn't sound good. And the same goes for your videos. So if your video sounds terrible, people are going to switch off because it's just simply hard to listen to. Now when it comes to recording the sound for your videos, there are a few different ways in which you can do it, and I've been looking at ways in which I can improve the sound quality of my videos as well recently, because I've been wanting to take it to the next level. First thing I'm going to say is, please do not ever use the internal camera mic. Just don't use it. I'm not going to get into why, just do not use it. If you are thinking of using that, don't ever use it. That's it, I'm done with that. Don't use the internal camera mic. So the first thing you are going to want to do to improve your sound quality is to get yourself an external mic that plugs into your camera. I am using one here right now called the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. If I show you it, you can see that it is sat here on a boom pole in front of my camera, and the cable goes all the way into my camera. And I've been using this for around about 2 years now. I absolutely love it. It is incredible. It sounds great. And what is also great is you can sit it on top of your camera so you can use it to vlog with and use it when you are out and about. But what is most important about a microphone like this is it has its own preamp built into the microphone. Now cameras are notoriously bad for having bad built-in preamps, simply because a camera's main job is to record the picture that you are viewing. Its secondary job, if you like, is to record the audio. It's not the main job of the camera. So by having a preamp built into the microphone that can help give a boosted signal into your camera makes a massive difference, and it just helps improve the sound quality and give you more flexibility when you get into Final Cut Pro or Premiere, so you can edit that sound to get the best possible audio for your video. Now the other good thing about this as well is that they are relatively cheap. They are so flexible as to how you can use them as well, because I've set it up in like a studio setting now. You can use it to vlog with, you can use it to record interviews with people in a similar sort of way. You could boom it over their heads and they do sound great. However, if you are really wanting to take your audio very seriously, and this is the stage that I am at right now with my videos, is you can record the audio on an external recorder, completely separate to your camera. And that is why I have set up this in my desk. So this is a Rode pod mic. I've got it on a little flexible boom arm, and it is going into an external recorder over here, in which I'm using the Rodecaster Pro. So if I click record on my Rodecaster Pro and switch over to the Rode pod mic, this is what it sounds like. You can see instantly that it just sounds so much better. It's so much crisper and clearer. There's more clarity in it. And this is basically what gives you the most flexibility to record the best quality audio. And this is simply because the job of the pod mic and the Rodecaster Pro is to record audio. It is actually a podcasting device. It is great to record your podcasts with. However, you can use it in this setting as well, in a studio setting, to record videos. What it does mean if you're using an external recorder is you are going to have to sync the audio and the video in post separately, because you will have separate files. If you are using something like an external microphone that plugs into your camera, that audio file is already going to be attached to your video file, meaning you haven't got to do anything, and it just cuts out that extra step. However, if you are wanting to take your audio very seriously, this is the way to go, with a completely external microphone and recorder, because as I said, that is the main job of what the Rodecaster in this case is for. By doing this, you are getting an even cleaner, stronger signal to be able to process the audio to get the sound that you want for your video. And as well, if you set it up like this, like I have, it also looks pretty cool on camera. I really like the look of how it looks with an external microphone. With something like this, it's not really in view, and it doesn't really look great anyway, so I wouldn't put it on camera. I'm now trying to flick it out of the way. Now, you don't have to use the Rodecaster. There are many other options out there. You could record your audio into Logic if you really wanted. I'm recording to an SD card right now on the Rodecaster, but you could use other things such as a little lapel mic that clips onto your top and then records to a little device that you have in your pocket. There are hundreds of little devices out there to record better sound than is possible through your camera. However, if you can't afford one of those, or it's not something that you think is practical, maybe you're not shooting in a studio environment like I am right now, an external microphone to plug into your camera is 100% way better than using the internal camera microphone. However, one thing I will just say about the Rodecaster very quickly is that it does most of the processing for you. For example, the sound you are listening to now, I have not edited in any way at all. This is literally straight from the Rodecaster, because it does all of that post-processing for you. So by using this, even though it is adding an extra step because I've got to sync the audio to the video, it is also saving me a step because I've not got to go in and apply any tweaks to it that I might have to with my external microphone. If you would like to see a video on the Rodecaster Pro, let me know in the comments below and I will happily make one, because this is simply one of my favorite pieces of tech I've ever used. I absolutely love it. So hopefully that helps you out if you are looking at improving the audio of your videos. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and I will happily answer them. And also, if you would like a more detailed, in-depth video on how to record your audio, do let me know and I will also make a new video about that as well. But overall, if there is one takeaway from this video, it is that please put the time and effort into creating the best possible audio for your video. Take the time to think about it, because not enough people do. Usually it is the last thing a lot of people think about because they're worrying about all their camera settings, their composition, as I mentioned before, the lighting. Sound can quite often be forgotten about. However, it is definitely one of the most important things to think about when making your videos. So yeah, that's it for this video. Don't forget to click subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you like what you see, and I shall see you all very soon in another video.